Okay, if you're a jeweler, you understand. Sterling silver is so freaking expensive. We're all feeling the heat. Our wallets are feeling the heat. And I thought there's no better opportunity to share with you guys what tools I use to make my own wire at home. And trust me, this has saved me so much cheddar. It's a bit of an investment getting into it. Not gonna lie, the tools are pretty pricey, but I haven't had to buy any wire stock. I make all my own wire, and it's also given me this creative freedom to make literally whatever I want, whatever gauges I want, whatever type of wire, and it's just been a really cool process. So I thought I'd share with you guys what tools I use to do this at home and kind of just give you guys a sneak peek into this process. So let's get into it. So these are all the tools I use to make my own wire. I got all my tools from Rio Grande, Pepe Tools, and Durston Tools. So let me show you what they are and what I use them for. In the next video, I'll actually demonstrate how I make my own wire and kind of take you through the whole process, start to finish. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that next video. Okay, let's get into it. So the first must-have tool that I need at my bench to do this is, of course, my torch. You really need hot heat to melt down your metal scraps, so you're gonna need one of these. This is the Mini Smith torch with a propane and oxygen setup. I got this kit from Rio Grande and I absolutely also had to order a bigger torch tip that I also got from Rio Grande because the small tips that come in the kit just didn't do the job. Now we're gonna talk about all the tools that I actually use at my bench to melt down my scraps and make that ingot. First up is my crucible. This is what I use to place all my scraps into, and then I melt them down in my crucible with my torch. Then I use some borax. Borax helps keep the metal clean while it melts. It stops it from oxidizing, so it flows better when we pour it. I just usually like sprinkle in a little bit as I am firing it up. Next up is a pouring ingot. I got this specific one from Durston Tools. There's also a lot of different variations and sizes of these. This is what we actually pour our hot metal into to form an ingot, which we later use to mold and form into our wire or sheet metal that we are creating. Next up is my soldering station, and this is very important. It helps just keep your workspace really safe while you are using so much heat, and it also holds in the heat while I anneal or cast, which is really great. And speaking of safety, do not forget to wear a good apron, gloves, and safety goggles, of course. Okay, now let's talk about my big girl tools. These are my heavy duty wire forming tools, aka my badass tools. This is a rolling mill. I got it from Pepe Tools. To put it simply, this is how we'll start forming our wire. There's a lot that goes into this process and this step, and I can't wait to kind of show you how it works because this is so much fun. I'm also so excited to have gotten this new rolling mill bench that I can now mount it on so I can roll my wire inside, which is super cool, and I can't wait to do this in future videos together. Okay, this funny looking tool that's either looking like a dog or a torture device is my drawing bench. But I'm just taking a moment because, guys, does it not look like a dog? It seriously cracks me up. So after I roll the wire out with the mill, I use the draw bench and the draw plates to then run the square wire that we just made with the mill through the draw plates to create round wire, and then we also can play around with whatever gauge that we want. So this is kind of like the last stage of our wire. I also put wheels on this baby so I could roll it around my studio, and if you can kind of tell, I definitely have a thing with putting wheels on all my things in my studio. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next video, I'm going to actually show you guys how I use all these tools. I'm gonna put them to work, and I'm gonna make some wire with you so I can kind of show you the whole process and how it works and just how freaking cool it is. I can't wait to share with you. So make sure to subscribe if you have not so you don't miss any of my new videos. Also, if there's like anything that you guys want to really learn from me, and I'm talking jewelry chat, I'm talking small business chat. I had a small business for a really long time if you haven't watched my last videos. I am like all ears to any suggestions and any ideas for topics that you guys really want to hear or want me to cover in 2026, because I'm trying to get like 2 to 3 videos out for you guys every month, and I just feel like talking to the audience, you guys, and knowing what you actually want me to create for you and the information you actually want helps me out. So let me know. Love you. Bye, YouTube.